Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sessions with me, Nick Paninsky. Today, I want to talk to you about a quick story I heard from Tony Robbins. I had to share this with you. I shared it with one of the HR advisors I was working with back in the day, and I'd completely forgotten about it. But I remember it was one of the first times I'd ever shared something that I'd read, something that I'd learned from, in a way that resonated with somebody. And yeah, this morning when I remembered this story, I was looking at one of Tony Robbins's posts, and I remembered this story, and I thought, I have to share this. So here it is, right? This is a story about it's a fake story, but it's an analogy, right? So just to reassure you, when I share what I'm about to share, it's not real, right? But here it is. So a man is walking by a river when he spots a child drowning. He dives in, pulls the child out, gets them safe. 2 minutes later, another child. He dives in again, the man. And then a third, and then a fourth. As I'm walking by and watching all this, I start taking off my shoes to jump in and help with the next kid. But the man doesn't move. He turns around and starts walking upstream. I shout, "Aren't you going to help me with this next kid?" He says, "No. I'm going to find out where they're falling in." That's the point of the story. Stop firefighting, fix the source. Now, in business, and especially for us as solopreneurs, solo HR consultants, we are brilliant at rescuing the kid in the river. We have a quiet month and immediately sprint to networking breakfasts. We bash out a couple of LinkedIn posts. We say yes to a random low-fee project, whatever it is, anything to feel busy and in control. But the reason that you don't have clients that feast or famine isn't because of today's diary. It's because of yesterday's pipeline. Now, if there's no predictable way for leads to find you, to book with you, to buy from you, you'll always be sprinting downstream. So what does walking upstream look like for you? Well, upstream for lead generation is a clear niche, a simple green light page, one traffic source you commit to, ads, partnerships, content, whatever it is, and a follow-up sequence that moves people to a call. Upstream for sales is a defined call structure, paid diagnostics where appropriate, and a confident premium offer that solves a specific problem. And upstream for delivery, well, that's boundaries, that's productized services, and it's a rhythm for client updates so scope creep doesn't drown you later. And it's the same in life. Are you feeling constantly exhausted? Downstream is another coffee. Upstream is sleep, it's movement, it's saying no to things. If you're struggling with money stress, well, downstream is cutting Netflix. Upstream is raising your fees, it's packaging your services, it's measuring your funnel maths weekly, it's looking at your laps. When I say your laps, I mean the episode that I recorded, the 4 numbers that tell you about your business. So here's a 60-second exercise for you. Grab a pen and write these 3 questions. Where am I diving in again and again? What's the real upstream cause? What's the smallest system I can put in place this week to fix it at source? Pick one thing, not 5, just one. Maybe it's launching a single page lead magnet with an advert. Maybe it's tightening your offer and updating your website headline. Maybe it's setting a rule, every Thursday, 2 hours on pipeline, non-negotiable. Because, rescuing kids looks heroic. Walking upstream looks boring, but it's the only way the rescues stop being needed. So thanks for listening along. I hope this episode has been useful for you. And as ever, because it's Sunday, embrace the change, because how we change is how we grow.